what's going on, everybody? Brian Franz here with Sentinel Emergency Solutions. I am standing in the bucket of the brand new Jefferson City, Missouri King Cobra. So we're going to do another series on why buy a King, but this gives you the perfect example right here of the benefits of a King Cobra as I'm standing here and getting in and out of the bucket from ground level whenever I got equipment. So more to come on that. But Jefferson City, let's talk about their new truck here. A couple things I like to go over. First, overall length, 48 feet. Overall height, 12 foot 2 inches. 245-inch wheelbase. Total GVW is 87,000 pounds. It's got a 24K front, a 63K rear. Cummins X15, 600 horsepower, 500 gallons of water, and a Rosenbauer 2250 GPM pump. All right, so let's make our way around here. Obviously the bucket on the King, the articulated jib over this. On the front bumper here, we just got a basic trash line. I'm sorry, it's just storage. Trash line's connection is up here on top, obviously. Roto Ray, which is something new for Jeff City. With the platform, with even the King Cobra, how it hangs down below, the light bars aren't quite as useful. So the lower lighting to them was big in addition to the Whelen M6s here. And then Jefferson City has their department supplied bell, which is pretty neat in traditional fashion. I believe they've moved this bell from truck to truck. We sent it off, had it repowder coated, but that bell's been around for quite a while here. I should tell everybody this is a Rosenbauer quick build program. So this truck was supposed to be done earlier this year. It didn't. Here we are in December, it's cold outside, but this is one of the quick builds. So rather than waiting 2.5 to 3 years for a new truck, Jeff City had an emergency purchase because their old platform actually had a catastrophe, some power lines hit it, and it was kind of a whole story. But this truck, they were able to pull off the Rosenbauer stock list and get a quicker delivery rather than waiting a long time for it. So moving again, Commander cab, flat roof, 60-inch long. It's got the Whelen or the Weldon VMUX system inside of it, the digital dash, which is something new that we're doing with Rosenbauer, newer I should say. Moving our way back here, so they did driver and officer seating positions, 2 rear facing seat, and then a gigantic EMS cabinet here in the middle. As part of the stock truck build program, 2 center forward facing seats would be the norm, which was in this truck. We took those out and replaced it with an EMS cabinet. Rolling down here, something else at Jefferson City. You'll notice the jacks are forward on this truck. We do that a lot here in the Midwest. The reason for it, standard location, would be here in front of the body, pushing them another 5 feet forward. Just gives you a bigger footprint whenever you're operating the aerial device. So you get a little bit more stability with it. So we do a lot of that over here. The other nice thing is, depending on what you're doing in this compartment, if I'm the pump operator, I can be running everything from here, and then I can go right in to get adapters and stuff. I don't have to walk around the outrigger if it was standing right here. So features, FRC 360 camera system, FRC tank level gauges and whatnot, Rosenbauer aerial screen here on the pump panel as well. You'll notice we got all Whelen warning lights. We got Whelen Pioneers all over the place on this thing. So just a ton of scene lights throughout here. Storage, like I said, 500 gallons of water, so that's why this is not full depth by any means. Hey, something I missed up here. So this truck does not have a generator on it. We added a 3,500 watt inverter, which we are doing a ton of. The generator world has changed quite a bit. So now you don't need them like you used to for all the 120 volt stuff, but it is nice to have an inverter for charging your Milwaukee stuff or charging battery fans, or depending on what kind of light you put on the tip of the aerial, things like that. So just gives you an idea, and we'll probably do a quick hit video on this, but this thing's big, so you gotta have a place to mount it. Okay? Moving our way down here, a lot of wheel well storage. I mean, they just, on aerial devices with the tandem, you got a ton of room here. So we utilize roll-up doors and hinge doors on this truck to maximize compartment space. All the mounting of all the equipment and tools. This truck came in with no shelving or anything in it. All that fabrication was done here at Sentinel. Easy climb ladder back here on this side, aerial pedestal up on top, obviously. All right, making our way around the back here, aerial inlet. This is the aerial controls right here, so all the jacks and everything are set from this screen, which I'm sure you've seen some other videos on it, but that's our aerial area. Ladder storage, I don't know, they got a bunch of aerials, or a bunch of ladders, right? It's a 101 foot King Cobra, so a lot of ladder storage in here. This is just their hydrant bag sitting there, but they got a 28.2, a 20 roof, a 20 roof, 14-foot roof, 35-foot 3. Just a ton of ladders as an average aerial company. And then low compartments on this side. And I think Jeff City did an awesome job utilizing this compartment. Everybody needs customization, and you can really see in here how they were able to take a low compartment. It's got kind of a weird notch out and some of that stuff, but the way that we built some of these little things to hold all of their stuff in here is phenomenal, because they truly were able to use every square inch of this compartment. See a lot of departments that want to put the saws and stuff on angled trays and all that, which is awesome, but when you don't have the room, this is another way to utilize every inch. Electric fan on there, more storage here. This truck will hold, I think it's 800 feet of 5-inch hose, somewhere around in there. So what Jeff City did on the stock program, this compartment actually went all the way up to the front, and Jeff City was able to secure this truck quick enough that we were able to add this compartment. So Jeff City said, we don't need to carry whatever 1,300 feet of 5-inch, we need the storage space, and they were able to utilize it to get a little bit more. So wheel well storage, another great utilization of this spot. Everybody thinks that inside of these things you got to put SCBA bottles or extinguishers. You don't have to. The room is there to utilize it for all kinds of different items. Another kind of neat thing here, let me show you this real quick. There's a mirror up here that they wanted. So the mirror is hanging from the top, so you can actually see what's on the shelf. So if something moves around, you're not kind of fiddling around or whatever up here. There's a mirror. It's kind of a neat little feature there. Booster reel, we just don't have the booster hose on it yet, so they got a booster reel inside of there. And then more storage over here, tarps and whatever else that there may be. Coming around, same thing on this side, seat box, just continued seating. You'll notice on the aerial device, one way that you can tell that it's a King Cobra here from Rosenbauer is the waterway is on the side of the ladder. So if you're ever looking at pictures and you're wondering, is it a King, is it not a King? If the waterway's on the side, it's a King. If the waterway's underneath, it's a straight Cobra from us. And then officer side as well, with another VMUX screen, our composite dash, and then the little rope to ding the bell. So really a neat truck, a quick build that we were able to kind of get to Jeff City. Side cameras, blind spot cameras. So it's got a lot of neat features on it. Again, it was part of the Rosenbauer quick build program. Special thanks to Chief Schofield, Chief Turner, and the entire committee and all the guys at Jefferson City. Jefferson City has, this is actually their 8th Rosenbauer, the other one, number 7, which was their platform that we did a couple years ago. Like I said, there was a catastrophe with it, so it's no longer there. This one replaces that, but truly appreciate the relationship we have with Jeff City. Another awesome Rosenbauer going down that way. The first King Cobra in Missouri, and in the middle of Missouri at the state capital, Jeff City.